and she was like, what is sad is that his daughter, Blue, is 13, right? She's old enough to read
everything,
what's happening. He now has to explain to her that this happened. And she's obviously going to be old enough to comprehend whatnot, yeah? Then she's going to have her own thoughts that, hold on, the girl that they're saying in question is like me, my age. And
can't imagine. And
crazy.
she's not gonna picture.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
But no, she's not gonna picture who they're talking about.
Yeah.
The Jay-Z from 20 years ago.
Do you know what I'm saying?
She doesn't know who that guy is.
She
only knows who's her dad. You know what I'm saying?
Imagine she's only known this Jay with this hair, even. She's never seen him with like
short fade.
Short fade.
She don't know.
Foxy Brown.
She don't know the drug
Hard
dealer
Not
Jay.
Life.
She don't
Can
know
I
the.
Live?
She don't know the drug dealer Jay.
Is it recording?
Yeah.
Nah, I'm blessed.
Oh, yeah, we just cut it out.
Mobo Awards 2025 nominations are out, yeah. So let's quickly talk about it. Some of them anyway. Best Media Personalities nominees. Jesus, they put all my brethren in there. 90s Baby, shout out them.
Go on.
AJ Ododu, shout out her.
Go on.
Chucky Online, come on. They killed him with the picture though. But my guy, come on. Craig Mitch, my guy.
Hey.
Henry, come on. Madame Joyce, come on. Like, who am I voting for?
Go on.
Micah Richards, he's been doing his thing. This is the Specs. Jesus. I'm not voting for Specs though.
That's a mad...
And the Receipts podcast.
Why you not voting for Specs?
ZZ Mills. But my brethren. Specs phoned me today and he was topless, so it pissed me off. I don't know. Him and Toby from Sidemed were in the back of the car, topless. I didn't understand what was going on.
Hey?
Were they filming?
Of course they were filming.
Why are you ringing me?
That Specs was asked me something.
Yeah, put your clothes on.
Nah, they're in Brazil. I think they're in Brazil filming, yeah. Best Grime Acts. Chip. DWE. Duppy. Cruz Leon. Manga Saint Hilaire. We should start on that. Scorcher.
Usual Suspect.
Yeah.
So Scorcher's one, people are upset.
Why are they upset about Scorcher?
Saying it's quite quick.
Oh, what?
They're like in terms of like, they're basically saying Mobos are scrambling because there's no one to nominate for grime category.
Oh.
Because they're like, basically, it's going to come out tomorrow. There's discourse about AG saying man popped up 2 weeks ago and now he's Londoner of the Year. Do you understand what I'm saying? So it's like people are using their sour mouth.
It's not 2 weeks ago though.
Exactly my point. But they're using their sour mouth to make this type of discourse.
What do you mean that's popping up tomorrow? How do you know?
I'll start seeing it on the timeline. So it's
this is Friday. It's coming up Friday.
Oh, then...
So it would have been a discourse.
Yes, I'm saying basically I started seeing it murmuring on Twitter.
Okay, if that's the case, then let's clarify that this conversation is taking place on Tuesday, the 10th. Because there's going to be a discourse. We're old. So
by that time, there might be a discourse that it might come out. So basically, they were saying that like the Mobos come and it was like, the grime, basically there isn't enough quality people coming out in grime.
So they gave
that
it to Ryman.
Scorcher has basically not done enough. And he's basically just done like 2 months work and he's nominated for Mobo. That's the first discourse that people are like, what are you talking about? Man's been the front runner who's been putting in work. That's one. The second discourse is the equivalent of AG being
nominated for DJ of the Year.
Yeah. Because they're like...
They're saying a Nobel Peace Prize. That's what they're saying.
That's rude though, man.
It's very rude. But do you know what the problem is though? What is the criteria for nominating someone? I've always wondered this. You see like Grammys, yeah? Grammys must be, you have to have you worked with a certain director, or there has to be 90 minutes of this, or there has to be part of a theme. Like, what are we getting nominated for? I don't understand. Do you know what I'm saying? You're just throwing people, for example, Made You Think has done his one. He put Event of the Year, but then he's put R&B and slow jams. Then he's put DLT Malta. Which one is it? Is it the brand or the event? How are you going to make people just vote for the Malta one? They've been doing DLT everywhere. Just the Malta one versus the whole of R&B. It doesn't make sense to me.
So it should be the brand.
It should be the brand.
If you're gonna make it,
but then they've misspelled DLT's one. So when people are voting, my point is, it just doesn't make sense. Like, what are we judging here? Yeah. So I can't argue music anymore. What are we judging here? People are like, oh my God, Drake finished and everyone's number one. Yes, because we're all still listening to Drake. You don't thought we stopped. Oh, come on, man.
It's quite interesting that, well, there is...
Even the Kendrick fans, no one had Kendrick in their top 5.
How many people are in the world?
Lots.
8
billion?
No,
did you see anyone with Kendrick? Did you see anyone with Kendrick in the top 5? No, wait. I need to ask you.
My counter was there's 8 billion people in the world.
Just under 8 billion.
So obviously, the people we know might be in a small circle, innit?
Yeah, obviously, it's our ecosystem. So, we're just echoing.
But what I will say is, I ain't see Kendrick in no one's top 10. Top 5.
No, I didn't see it nowhere.
Does it matter though?
No, what I'm trying to say is they're talking about Drake is done. So obviously, optic-wise, innit? Like, it's been a rough time for him. Me personally, I would have wished he would have taken a hiatus and just come back with some like great music.
As opposed to
what he's doing. No.
Yeah, lawsuit as opposed to like snippets and all these things.
Snippets of certain songs.
Obviously, what it is so there was a not a study, but there was a conversation, and it basically spoke about you have 2 routes, right? Where you have the route which is Drake, who has basically stood with us and given us consistent music and been a constant in our lives for 15 summers. Yeah? And you have Kendrick, who has maybe half the catalogue that Drake's put out. He chooses to live his life in secrecy, this, that. He makes it just about the art. He'll come out, put out his music, and his music will last 5 years. And he'll come and do that every so often, right? Which one has created, you know, a legacy? So basically they're saying that no way is wrong, but what they will say is what Drake has done has almost made him accessible to a point where people don't realize that this is Drake, one of the biggest artists in the world. He's taken away the kind of wow factor. Like, it's like when I'm hearing certain people like, oh, Drake followed me. Before that was like, yo, Drake followed, man. Like now people are like, expecting Drake to follow, man, because man's got a little pop in. They don't realize that
Drake.
That Drake's following you.
Now imagine Michael Jackson following people.
Yeah. Like
if Michael Jackson followed you, yeah, you can't say that casually.
I'll message Instagram anyway.
Like, yeah, I think there's a mistake here.
Yeah, I'll be like, bro, I think this is a wrong account.
To be fair, they'll delete your account. The amount of followers you would get, because everyone will be like, how the hell is he following this guy from Hackney?
Imagine he puts man on his story saying, yo, follow my guy.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck off.
They couldn't do it. The level of fandom they had back then.
It's crazy.
They couldn't.
People were fainting over Michael Jackson and dying.
It don't make sense. But also I think because time's changing, we don't know how to, like, even going back to the conversation we had before in regards to like what footballers are allowed to do and what they're not allowed to do according to like one, the consumer, because it's your money that you're spending. Because like, for example, there's people with season tickets that are thinking, I'm coming to see this shit.
This is what I was saying.
I'm paying all of this. So does it reflect in their pay? Because really and truly, the season ticket should be less than what it was when Fergie was there.
100%.
And forget inflation. That is the inflation. That is the inflation. The fans are getting mad because think about it. By the way, the experience in a stadium must be mad because I haven't been to a stadium, you know.
What, never?
But armchair gaffer, bro.
No, we got
to a stadium.
I did a photo shoot at Brentford one the other day and I saw it and I was like, this is 18,000. Imagine what a 60 or a 70
or 100.
I think when we travel to like different cities, I'm gonna make it a thing to go to the stadium.
Yeah, no, it's amazing for you, man.
Yeah, man. Dortmund's one I heard is mad.
Yeah, I see Carragher having.
I want to go thingy. I want to go like Galatasaray or Fenerbahce.
That would be mad though.
Yeah, like the atmosphere just seems like intense.
Or even Rangers and Celtic.
Yeah, old firms like
old firms. Yeah, that it's got to be like a derby or big side.
I don't want to bring this up.
What?
Be careful, man.
No, it would just sound like I'm onto them.
Onto who?
I've been United.
Oh, this guy.
We said the energy's not.
This guy, man.
He's not Old Trafford. It's not Old Trafford.
Just move on, man.
That's what I'm saying.
Alright, cool.
That's what I'm saying. Because they call it the theater, innit? And when you're there, you understand it's opera. It's mad. It's like it's bare quiet. Yeah. When something happens, it's mad. Like it's not. You know, you go some places where they're singing for time.
Do you know when you go? Newcastle, St James Park on a.
Yeah. So when you go,
I've been Newcastle.
When you go Anfield, it's like 90 minutes. Like it's intense, innit? Like it's proper hostile. Like Arsene Wenger said, this is like, if you go Anfield, yeah, boy, you can't even hear
you giving instructions.
Yes, mad. And that's how Galatasaray is. So Tottenham went there, and Tottenham was like, bro, like we can't. Like it's hostile, bro.
So imagine that environment, being in that environment, you don't have confidence.
It's crazy.
Come on, bro.
Hard.
But imagine you do have your confidence. Oh my.
Yeah, you're on top of the world, man. You're on top of the world.
Yeah, you might have to talk to the media that one still. You have to be like, yo, big man.
Man's gone. Man's gone Galatasaray. Yeah. And then man's netted 3 goals and I'm Rashford. Yeah, let me chat to everyone. What's happening?
Osimhen don't even know what he's done.
You see why Osimhen takes off the mask?
Yeah.
He's like, have you seen the chains he's wearing? He can wear the chains. Wrap up.
I see the Tottenham game, man. I see the Tottenham game, man.
Yeah.
Come on, bro. Sick. He was smashing.
All right, we're going live in about 5 minutes. What are we talking about? Do you know what it's the Jay-Z thing?
How to be a man. Oh.
Nah, he's something about...
Nah, I'm looking at the post that he posted, yeah?
Oh, Jay-Z's current...
But I don't want to talk about it directly. Like, how do we talk about it without talking about it?
You're going to have to...
We talk about the funny tweets surrounding it. Like people saying...
Why don't you want to talk about it directly?
Because I don't know anything.
No one really knows.
I don't know anything. What are we going to say? We're going to speculate on information that could change when this comes out. Do you know what I mean?
It's true.
So are we recording?
Yeah. But basically, let me clap. So you know what I'm going to say after an hour.
Okay.
There's a part where you...
So obviously, sensitive. Cool. So...
We're not... Is this kept in or we're just talking?
We're just talking. We can
Okay,
take
cool,
that.
yeah.
So me and my partner was talking, yeah? And she was like, what is sad is that his daughter, Blue, is 13, right? She's old enough to read
everything,
what's happening. He now has to explain to her that this happened. And she's obviously going to be old enough to comprehend whatnot, yeah? Then she's going to have her own thoughts that, hold on, the girl that they're saying in question is like me, my age. And
can't imagine.
And
she's not gonna picture.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
But no, she's not gonna picture who they're talking about.
Yeah.
The Jay-Z from 20 years ago.
Do you know what I'm saying?
She doesn't know who that guy is.
She
only knows who's her dad. You know what I'm saying?
Imagine she's only known this Jay with this hair, even. She's never seen him with like
short fade.
Short fade.
She don't know.
Foxy Brown.
She don't know the drug dealer Jay.
Life.
She don't know the drug dealer Jay.
Yeah,
so for example, the conversation I saw today was Tony Yayo and Uncle Murder at airport. TMZ recorded it, and Uncle Murder was saying that how these men are from the ends. They know Diddy. They know what he's like. They know Jay. Do you know what I'm saying? They're like, nah, man. Diddy's paid someone to say that because they're trying to take the heat off him. Like, this ain't true. He just said it casually. And obviously they asked Tony Yayo because in my mind, this is coming from Uncle Murder. A lot of people are going to be like, whatever, man. So they asked Yayo the same thing. And Yayo was just like, listen, it feels like a cash grab. Like, all that, that's what it looks like now as it stands. Do you know what I mean? We're not saying it didn't. We're not saying it did. Obviously, if it did, all the people, do you know what I mean? But right now, do you know what I'm saying? And also the way people are rubbing out this lawyer that everyone's praising, I'm not understanding. Is he a good lawyer or is he a bad? I don't get it. Like, is he putting people we've idolized in jail so he's a bad lawyer? But are they committing crimes? Because that's what's happening right now, you know? Because you idolize him, you don't want to see that he could be a criminal.
But he actually could be a criminal.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So that's why I'm like, people are talking and it's like, bro, like, forget what you feel about him. If this guy's done this, he has to go to... I don't understand what you're debating here. So people are crashing up, seeing tweets. I'm like, brother, stop tweeting, bro.
Yeah, people will lose their minds of... Like,
hey, I saw it with Diddy. Because when Diddy came to the UK, Bear Man was snapping him last year.
Are you there, Lance, yeah? You in the background?
What's happening here?
No, as in like, he saw
What's happening
we were talking, bro. Bear Man was
my
itching
yard, didn't it?
to post, man. Soon as this come out, bro, where's your highlights?
Man saying pictures got archived, CD got dash out the car, unfollow button got hit.
No, but I hear it though. All I'm saying is, I hear it because right now we have to have the uncomfortable conversation.
Yeah, very.
And the uncomfortable conversation is, some of our heroes are weirdos, bro. But we didn't know that side at the time when we met them.
And
it goes back to what you're saying about Blue Ivy. Blue Ivy's not going to know the Jay-Z that they're describing online, bro. And I think Kanye went through that as well.
That's
Kanye's
another
like, you don't think this is a
uncomfortable.
joke
That's
thing.
another uncomfortable conversation. Like, imagine telling your youths that, yeah, I went jail because I was a mad man on the
But I
road.
can't lie, the way your child looks at you, there's no judgment, bro. You have to pattern that.
Well, I was just shooting up people when I went.
No,
like,
but you, however you decide.
Yeah. So we say?
No, because I'm saying some people ginger the story, innit? Because obviously how dad look. You know what I mean?
Lance, we know people who ginger story on road. What happens when they meet someone
Hey,
how much ginger do you have, bro?
I went to university. Yeah,
bro.
I went to the
you
university.
Get caught out at some point. I've been doing this for too long, bro.
University. she said to me,
"I'm keeping this in, by the way."
Yes, she goes. I think some of your boys from your ends, they go here. I'm thinking who? She said the name. I was like, oh, okay, cool. She goes, talking. He goes, bruv, them lot are mad, innit? And I was like,
mad?
What do you mean? And they was like, no, like they were locking off raves. And I said, what?
Really?
So they've come back to university and rebranded, innit? So the spice they're using is different.
Yeah,
bro.
but you man, what I've realised
spice.
There's a lot of man that do the rebranding thing. I've seen it for myself. So.
Man are getting Brunel, man are getting Kingston and becoming gangsters.
Yeah, I mean like
now, but there's nothing wrong with
that.
You
can't rebrand.
No, but I mean like when
you can't rebrand now.
Okay,
no, you can. But
how can you rebrand? You end up on TikTok.
What?
You end up on TikTok. You can't rebrand.
No, listen, I don't have a problem with rebranding, but like, go back to all the people that you've done something wrong to and sit them down, have a conversation, because they're the ones that's going to be upset with your rebrand. I don't know you. I don't know you. So when I meet you,
yeah, but you're meeting when
I'm meeting the rebrand. The people,
yeah, exactly.
It's the people that are upset with the rebrand that have a problem. What I'm saying is, if you've got a grievance with someone, go sit down with that person and say, listen. Whatever the reason is for this rebrand, you might be the center of it, but listen, we gotta hash it out. What's the problem?
You got some people who are just pieces of shit, man.
But I know some people
like their history is raw.
Yeah, no, I hear it.
They can't apologize to everyone.
Yeah, but keep in mind,
but what I'm saying, I'm not saying you should. I'm saying like there's some people that's just like F you, don't bother me. But if you're doing that and then you're wherever you get to, you're moving mad.
Yeah.
That's how you end up on TikTok.
Yeah, but sometimes you don't hear all the history anyway. You think you hear all the history, you don't hear it. You only heard it from like it's this group over here, you heard it from this one person. You don't hear it from the other side. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, we're speaking in code right now. I hope
I
hope the listeners are catching up. What I'm saying is, basically, when one side is doing what they're doing, they're usually doing it, and the other side respects the same code. So I don't expect what they're doing to get out like that. If they maintain that code, is what I'm saying.
Big if, boy.
Did you get it? Yeah, there's obviously a big if. That's the problem. That's the problem. But then when it gets out, as long as your name's not there,
you know what's mad though, yeah? Like, just in regards to like this Jay-Z situation, without like, obviously, I've not completely read the whole court proceeding, the filing. But what I will say is like, reputation, when you damage someone's reputation, that's half the battle won. Because
in today's
because at the end of the day, if I can damage your reputation, like, even if you're found not guilty or whatever, your reputation is toast. Like if Diddy was to bust case legally, he's toast. He just needs to go and be like Russell Simmons
in Bali.
Yeah, like, because what I'm trying to say is no matter what man says, like no matter what he decides to say, no matter what charity he endorses, like people may not even accept certain things from him. It's just the dissociation with that brand. And it's like, there's a little seedy thing around your name where it's like, I'm fine, thank you. God bless you. Do your thing. That reputation smash to them type of people who they've used their rep to do certain things.
Live, by the way.
They've used their rep to do certain things, get certain places and, excel. Now that's been taken away from them. Then people are going to crash out mentally because they don't know.
It's going to be a very dark future for a lot of people, man.
Yeah.
That's why certain men are happy they're dead.
Hey, whoa. Sorry.
Was that the mad
that's a good thing. No, but it's what
I know.
If I said gangster music, that was Jack Harlow, bro. If I said gangster, it sounded gangster.
It was a bit mad still. No, I mean, certain man who they've passed on.
No, I know what you mean.
Their sins aren't dug up.